Hi guys, here is your stretch for this week. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat. Whether you do it in your usual slotted time or any other kind of space that suits you, I hope you enjoy. Just a little mix of everything today. As you can see, I'm recording from Canada, my hometown, the house I grew up in. So really, really lovely to be here. I wanted to just say, as usual, listen to your body. If there's anything that feels too much, just pull back. And if you want to push a little harder, go for it. Also, if there's any variations of the stretches that you know that I might not offer, I sometimes forget to say, like, go there. You know, if you want to do a stretch in a bigger way, or a different variation that feels good, always make sure that the yoga is for you. So I just am really passionate about yoga being something that supports you in the hour that you meet on your mat, but also something that you can take with you in your day to day. So yeah, let's make it a lovely hour dedicated to you, listening to your body, completely letting go of ego and just moving in a way that suits. All right, we're just going to begin today actually seated. So if that feels okay for you, again, if sitting cross-legged is uncomfortable, I will more than happily say sit on a chair. All of the poses actually that we do in yoga can be done with the support of a chair. I don't always demonstrate that, but I will be adding a chair yoga class to our library if you are a subscriber in the next month. So we'll be kind of allowing ourselves to use that as extra options as well. But always use the wall, use whatever you need for balances. And yeah, take it as you need it. When you're ready, I'm going to invite you just to sit nice and tall, relax the shoulders. We're going to bring the hands and relax them on the knees. If you're sat on a chair, just make sure that the feet are comfortable and supported on the floor. Otherwise, if you're sat upright and it feels better, you can always use a pillow. You can sit just to lift the hips slightly. A little bit more traditionally is to sit on a block and get the knees just lower than the hips, just supporting you in feeling relaxed and kind of getting that nice tall spine. And finally, we're just going to work on that little small movement. So I want you to imagine the floating ribs. We're going to inhale, take a nice deep breath, belly draws in. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck that in and draw in from our core and relax the shoulders. Now it's less about really holding the core tight and more about noticing the difference in the spine. Let's maybe try it again, breathing in and exhale, tuck it all in, draw in and let everything soften. Good. So we're trying to avoid that cat or cow back. Some of us arch this way, some of us kind of bend the other, just sitting as tall as possible, finding a really, really, I guess, aligned spine. And then what I want you to do is feel like I'm drawing the top of the head up slightly, and exhale, drop the shoulders down. Lovely. If the legs need any changing, please feel free to just make any adjustments. We're going to flip the palms up, relax the shoulders, and begin to close the eyes. Taking a nice deep breath in for me. And slowly, slowly exhale. Relax the shoulders. Nice. You can exhale whatever way feels good to start. Inhaling. Let the exhalation just go. Breathing in. And breathing out. And then just allow the shoulders to drop. Allow the eyelids to relax. I really invite you to soften the skin on the forehead, the temples. Really relax the skin around the eyes and the eyelids. Allow everything to begin to feel heavy. Relaxing in the jaw, separating the teeth. Maybe even moving the jaw slightly side to side. Just taking time tonight or this morning, whatever time it is you choose to practice, to just release any areas of tension. Find that lovely, slow, deep breath again. Inhaling. And make any adjustments to get that spine a little taller. If you notice the back naturally started to arch, feeling that lovely length, our lovely pillar, keeping us upright. Breathing in and slowly exhale. Drop the shoulders down. Lovely. Begin to relax from the shoulders to the elbows to the wrists, releasing each finger. Allow the whole of the palm to soften, and as we sit upright, just feel as if you can kind of welcome in with the palms open, the chest open, welcoming in any sort of positive energy or any sort of light, anything it is that you might need in your day-to-day, the week or month ahead. Begin to just feel like you're ready to receive those things. If you're tired and you're looking for energy in the sense of just feeling a little bit more vibrant, maybe it's just calling a little bit on that. Maybe it's trying to release something, but just invite you, if you quite like that side of yoga, that little bit of spiritual, little bit of emotional well-being, just welcome in anything it is that you need in your life. A little extra calmness. Even if it's something financial, letting go of anxiety and finding a little bit of peace, a little extra joy. Breathing in and out. Just focusing on that word, focusing on that wish. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Lovely. From here, we're going to bring one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly. Relax the shoulders. Try to keep that spine nice and tall. And just again, feel that breath. And as we inhale and exhale, I'll invite you to tap into your Ujjayi breath if that's a comfortable space for you. So when we exhale, the mouth stays closed. We almost imagine we're sending the breath down the throat. You're kind of looking to hear it. But also just a little focus on refilling that cup, refilling our hearts, our minds, our bodies with all the good stuff. As the sun begins to peek through, the warmth begins to shine in a little bit more, inhaling and exhaling. Let's let the hope and the light and the promise of spring kind of fill us. For 4. Use that breath. For 3. To kind of nourish and fill every cell of your body with hope of this new season among us. 2. And 1. Inhaling nice and slow. Exhale through the mouth. Just take a moment, eyes closed. Connect with the stillness of the moment, the silence. Just enjoy the moment. As we move through today's practice, just notice different sides, different parts of the body, how they feel. Notice how you feel in mind at the start, maybe now, and as we move through to the end, our lovely Shavasana. We're going to slowly bring the palms together. I'm going to bring them so both of the hands come together. We're going to lift the elbows and drop the shoulders when you're ready. At any point, keep the eyes closed, or you're welcome to begin to flutter the eyes open slightly. Relax the shoulders down. Breathing in. And exhale, a little twist towards the right hand side. Drop the shoulders down. You can either look towards the hand, or you can twist the head in the other direction, looking towards the left. Whatever you do, try and relax the face. Breathing in. Remember, body twist to the right. Take it a little further if you can. Lift those elbows, drop the shoulders, and maybe take the head in the other direction. Nice work. Breathing in. If you took the neck and twisted it, let's look towards the hands. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Coming back to center and drop it down. Little smile for me. You've got it. Inhale. And slowly twist, this time towards the left. Feel what that feels like in the spine. Inhale. And exhale. See if you can go a little bit further. In that natural twist, maybe taking the head or the gaze the other direction. Now check in. If you've dropped the elbows, that's very common. Lift them, drop the shoulders, and maybe take your gaze towards the right, over that right shoulder. Nice work. Inhale. And exhale. You've got it. Breathing in. Slowly come back to center. Exhale. Bring the neck with it if you kind of took it another direction. Let's bring the hands down and relax them onto the knees. Good. We're going to roll our shoulders up and back. Perfect way to start today. Again, if cross-legged feels uncomfortable, just make any adjustments. The way that you're seated, where you're seated, if you're on a chair, on the floor, does not matter. Just take these movements nice and big. Begin, if it feels comfortable, to include a little bit more of an exaggeration in the body. So maybe draw the shoulders forward, take a little arch in the spine, and maybe roll back, drawing both shoulder blades towards each other and getting that lovely little stretch of the spine. Take it as you need it. Again, relax in that forehead. Relax in the jaw and just work to let go of any of that stress and tension that you may be holding today. Take it slow. If at any point it feels good to close the eyes, I've always been partial to that. You probably notice that when I teach either live or virtual, that sometimes I get lost in the movement. I love that feeling of kind of taking my practice to a moving meditation, really listening to the body and focusing on the kind of concept of release. Sometimes this little bit of tension, let's keep going, keep those shoulders rolling, held in the body. Sometimes it's emotional as well. Holistic healing. They say we can breathe and stretch and move and meditate to support us in letting go a little more. For 3, breathing in deep. For 2, feel that stretch in the spine and the shoulders. And for 1, last big squeeze up and drop it down. Good. And then see if we can take that nice deep breath in and finding your long spine. Tuck it all in. You've got it. Well done, everybody. Good work. So you've got the option here to keep the knees bent, sitting in a cross-legged position, or you're welcome to extend that left leg along the floor, drawing the right foot in. Good. See how you're feeling nice and tall. We're going to drop the right hand down. Inhale, reach the left hand up, and take a little pulse. Again, movement that we've done before. A few little tweaks and changes as we move through a little bit of a flow. But breathe. Just get a little stretch in that side body for me. Feel that lovely bit of release. Breathing into that side rib. Try not to lift into that left hip as you pulse. Trying to push that left hip down, in fact, to create the length along the side body. You've got it for 4. Move the neck if you like to get a little stretch here with your pulse at your own pace. 2 and 1. Last one with the option to hold, reaching over, finding that lovely dropping down of the left shoulder and pushing the left hip into the floor. 4. Relax the face. Option to look up, forward, or down, whatever feels best. 3. Breathe. 2. Little smile. And 1. Coming back to that nice upright position. Good. Now the leg is extended towards the left hand side at the moment. So we're going to take a little twist. We're going to move the chest so that we face the knee as much as possible. Lovely. And we're going to breathe in nice and deep. Feel the chest lift and then turn to face that knee a little bit more. Good. We've got the option here to take that right hand, bringing it across to the left side of the left leg. You've got it. Now that's going to allow you to have a little bit of a deeper stretch in that upper body and the lower back. So you can either hook the hand on and kind of use that hand as a little lever, but try and keep the body upright, that spine nice and tall, using that left hand as a kickstand. Now, if that feels like it's not doing too much for you, you've got a little bit more range of motion, I'm going to invite you to breathe in nice and deep, and exhale, you might fold forward. You can walk that right hand down towards the ankle if you like, or maybe grab the outer edge of that foot if that feels good for you. Inhaling, exhale, draw the chest forward and draw the nose towards the knee. Okay, so staying upright, option one here, taking the twist as it comes. Option two, reaching towards the ankle, little forward fold, neck draws down, or reaching for the outer edge of that left foot. Wherever you are, breathe, inhale and exhale. Left hand kind of relaxes wherever feels comfortable. Take slow, deep breaths here. If you're folded forward, you might feel a little bit into the glutes. Lots into that side body on the right-hand side. 3. Well done. 2. Beautiful stretch. And 1. Breathing in. Come all the way back up. Wherever you took that stretch, it was perfect. Remember not to go hard on yourself at all in these poses. It's whatever your body needs. Next, what we're going to do is our lovely little swish across and open the chest with the option to lift up onto that knee. So it's up to you. We're going to inhale, reach across as far as you can towards the right side. Look up, draw that thumb back, open the chest, and then reach towards the left toes. Inhale, reaching up and back. Reach that thumb back, open the chest, and reach forward towards those toes. You've got it. Inhale, reaching it up and back, open the chest, and reach towards those toes. Foot should be flexed if you're working to get a little bit more into the backs of the legs. Last one, lifting and reach. Again, just a nice little wake up of the spine. Good. Option is to stay here. So if you don't want to lift up, no worries. Otherwise, make sure that that right knee is somewhere on a mat or on a soft surface, all right? You can always double up the mat. We have the option to lift up on the knee and draw the pelvis forward just to get a little bit more length in that spine. If that's way too much, not your vibe, stay here, lift, draw that thumb back and really open that chest. Notice if though, when you're here, if you decide to stay on the floor, if that right shoulder's creeping up, see if you can draw it down and away. Just trying to find the length between the ears and the shoulders, all right? So whatever you choose, inhale, we're gonna reach across. If you're gonna lift up, we shift the weight onto that right knee. We use that right hand as a balancer. We reach up with that hand, pushing the pelvis forward as far as feels comfortable. Get a nice stretch, feel that stretch in the lower back. If you're on the floor, remember, draw the shoulders down. All of us can work to draw the shoulders away from the ears. Relax the face and breathe, everyone. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly come down out of that pose. Beautiful. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. Exhale through the mouth. One more like it. You choose. Sitting on the floor, maybe drawing that thumb back or lifting up. Drop the head back if it feels comfortable. Feel where that stretch is supporting you today. Honestly, it feels so different to me every single day. Relax the face, coming down. Lovely work. Come back to that center point. Inhale, roll your shoulders up, and exhale, draw them back. Well done, everyone. Lovely little sequence. Let's use that left hand to bring the foot in. We're going to find a little butterfly pose. So again, I totally know that for some of us, the hips are super tight. If they're tight, see if you can bring your hands just so that you're grabbing the outer edge of the feet. Roll the shoulders up and draw the chest forward as much as feels comfortable. That's it. So we're just trying to aim not to have that arched spine. If it does arch, but you're slowly moving towards the tall spine, that's perfect. And then begin, everybody, to squeeze those knees in and drop down. If you're really open in the hips, squeeze and really draw that chest forward for me. Almost as if you're tilting the tailbone away. Getting a nice release in the glutes, all of us. Getting into the hips for 3. Breathing in for 2. Relax the forehead. And let those knees drop down as far as feels comfortable. So option is to stay here. If you're drawing, using the hands to grab the feet, drawing forward and the knees are really high, you can stay here, or it might feel better to bring the hands behind you. Just bring the fingertips or the palms onto the floor and see if you can push the hands into the mat or the floor, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Equally, if you're really open in this position, I'll invite you to take your forward fold if that's part of your practice. So from here, if the knees are dropping down quite easily, inhale and exhale. Feel like the chest is drawing forward. You're welcome to use the hands. You're kind of working the tailbone away from you, tilting it towards the ceiling. Maybe fingertips come down. Maybe come down to the elbows and just breathe. Maybe rest the forehead on the fists that are stacked. Or if you've got the full range of motion, take the forehead to the floor. I'll just invite you to close the eyes and breathe wherever you are. The hips are often connected with emotional release, trauma, relationships, whether it's, I suppose, friendships or partners or families. They say that sometimes we store in holistic healing some of that trauma in the hips, and if we never take time to really release and breathe and let go, and sometimes we store that in the body, that stress and tension, for a really long time. I quite like that concept, even if it is a metaphorical thought. I feel that I find by breathing through that irritability in our hip work, it really helps to give a really lovely sense of release. Inhaling, working through, relaxing the forehead, to relax the neck wherever you are. And one, beautiful. If you're folded forward, walk the hands. The hands are behind you, bring them forward, and everybody begin to bring the hands behind the knees and draw them up. Good. We're going to take that whole sequence on the other side. So we're going to begin by extending that right leg. Again, bring it more towards the center if the hamstrings are really tight, or take it a little wider if you've got the range of motion to get a little more into that inner thigh and the hamstring. Good. We're going to sit nice and tall to begin. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring the left hand down. We're going to take our lovely little side stretches. Again, this time we're trying to root down and push our right hip down into the floor, feeling both of our sit bones on the mat as we reach. Take it really small to begin. Little relaxation in the face, little smile for us. I'm going to take the head and the body as you need it. So really nice beginning. They say that if we work into this side body, really keep a little bit of motion, beginning to kind of limber up in that back body, it's really healthy for us, kind of supporting us through injury, preventing injury. There's lots of, I suppose, reading around it, but really finding this to be something that supported me as well through pregnancy. Just working through that side body, giving us that release. Lovely. Remember, you can include the neck. You can take the head as you need it. 3. Nice, slow, deep breaths. 2. With the option to either stop or reach as far as you can, dropping into that right hip. Draw the shoulders down. Push into the left hand. Both shoulders drop. And just take the head either towards the floor, forward or up, whatever feels best. Inhale and exhale. 3. Beautiful work. 2 and 1. Inhale, coming all the way back. Drop the hands down, roll the shoulders up and down. You've got it. From here, we're going to take that lovely little side stretch. So we're going to breathe in and exhale, twist the chest so that it faces the knee as much as feels comfortable for you. So for some of us, that range and that twist might be a little tighter. Listen to the body and use this stretch as you need it. We're going to take that left hand, bring it to the right side of the right leg. That's it. You can either cross it over, sit nice and tall, inhale, and twist a little more in that direction. This is enough. You can stay here completely, absolutely fine. If you're really tight on that side, this is where I will definitely say to stay. Relax the face. If you want a little more, see if you can lean forward slightly. We're walking that hand along the outer kind of part of our right leg. This right hand can relax down. take that forward fold. Or if you're really quite limber, you're welcome to grab the outer edge of that right foot with the left hand. Draw the chest forward and down. Wherever you are with the stretch, whatever the body needs, we're starting to work to feel a stretch all the way across that left side body. If you've taken the forward fold a little further, you might get a little bit into the glutes. Wherever you are, just breathe. Relaxing in the face, surrendering to the pose. Just letting go. Well done. Soften the forehead and the jaw for 3. Well done for 2. And for 1. Beautiful. Begin to come all the way back up out of that pose. And you've got it. Nice work. We're going to come nice and tall. Breathe in. We're going to plant that left hand down. And we're going to reach across towards that left knee. Now just turn so you can see a little bit more. Up, open the chest. And reach towards the right toes. So right hand comes across, reaching towards the left. We lift up. We draw the thumb back. We twist and open the chest towards the ceiling. Draw that thumb back. Notice if you're relaxing into that shoulder. Draw it down if you can. And then reach down and across. You've got it. Swing it over. Inhale. Reaching back, chest open towards the toes. Good. Let's move at your own pace. Listening to the body. Taking it wherever you need it. Twisting and stretching. You've got it. Trying to find that lovely release. I quite like this one. Feels really good, especially in the morning. Nice deep breath. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to that lovely center point for us. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and drop the shoulders down. Nice work. Option then to lift up or stay seated. Remember, if you're seated, we're trying to work those shoulders away from the ears as we lift and twist. So that pose could look like this. If you want to lift up, make sure that that left knee is on a padded area. If you've got a harder surface in particular. We're going to inhale, possibly shift the weight over, lift up. And if you want, you can push that pelvis forward, drop the head back, and reach. So that right hand is reaching up. Feel the spine stretching, pelvis drawing forward. You can either lift up onto the fingertips, maybe a fist, or the palm down with that left hand. Draw both shoulders down and away. Inhale, and slowly come back down. Nice work, everyone. Such a nice way to stretch the spine, especially any time of day, but in the morning, I feel like you get a really good whole body release there. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. And exhale, shoulders down. Let's do the next one. One more option, stay seated or take it really shallow. Again, you're in charge of how far this goes or how deep the stretch goes. 3. Relax the forehead. 2. And 1. Coming slowly down onto the mat. Well done. Roll your shoulders up and drop them back. Lovely work. We're going to draw that right foot in. We're going to keep the same shape that we have with the left foot, and we're going to see if it feels comfortable to bring that right foot back. We're going to bring the left foot on top, relaxing it on the top of that right leg. Inhale, and exhale, twist as far as you can towards the left hand side. Good. Relax the shoulders down. Now from here, I can't actually do this one, but I will show you. You can stay here and twist. We draw that left hip forward. Being pregnant, or if there is anybody listening that's pregnant, just take it nice and shallow here. Otherwise, I'll invite you to take it. I'll show you just briefly. Reach forward, almost as if you go into your child's pose. And maybe drop the chest down. Kind of reach and twist as far as you can. So you're trying to get that lovely forward fold as we draw that right hip forward. Otherwise, stay nice and lifted if that feels better for you. Inhaling and exhaling. If you're in that forward fold, really surrender. Feel that lovely stretch across the whole side body. Little focus there today. Trying to release here. Really, really great. 3, 2, and one. Beautiful. Let's slowly bring the body back. We're going to use that right hand to help us bring the feet together into our butterfly pose, and then keep the same shape with that right leg. Draw the left foot back. Nice work. Same thing. We breathe in. When you're ready, we twist. We draw the left hip open, draw it forward, and begin to twist. Trying to bring the hands on the outside of that right leg. Awesome. And if you wanted to reach forward and totally fold, there's a little extra compression in the belly there, so I'm not going to take that position, but you're welcome to reach forward and really allow yourself to melt into that pose if you like, almost as if you're twisting into that lovely forward fold of a child's pose or pigeon pose. But stay lifted if this feels best. Breathing in and breathing out. You guys know from taking my classes a lot that the breath to the belly is the most important thing, not about how deep that twist is. So take it and just breathe to the belly. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck, soften in the face for 3, for 2, and for 1. Beautiful. If you've taken that lovely forward fold, begin to bring the body back up. Take any adjustments, and we're going to bring both feet back to a nice cross-legged position. Lovely. If you've got a drink today, grab a quick drink. Cheers. And we're going to move into our tabletop position. So take your time. We're going to find a little flow there. All right. Find that lovely position where the knees are in line with the hips, shoulders are in line with the wrists. You're feeling really comfortable and ready to kind of move. We're just going to take a little sequence that we've done before, but adding in a few new things. So we're going to move a little quicker because most of you know the sequence, and I'll throw in a few new bits, but it's nice to just get ourselves moving. Draw in from your core. We don't want is the belly dipping unless we're working into our cow pose, and we also don't want the back arching. We want everything nice and soft. Draw the shoulders down. All right, when you're ready, we're going to take a little calf stretch. So just extend the left leg, and we're going to push the heel away from us. Good. So we're getting a lovely stretch in the calf. The toes are on the floor. Draw in from your core. Look forward. We're going to rock forward and back. So you're pushing the heel. I know you can't quite see it in the video at the moment. Using a different device today. Draw in from your core. Trying to push the heel away. Getting a lovely stretch in that calf. 3. Draw in at the center of the body. 2. You want to be long. And 1. Pushing that heel in. Draw the chest forward. Look forward. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift that right leg, draw the nose in towards the knee. Arch the back and cat. Inhale, extend. You've got it, draw it in. Inhale, extend. And exhale, we're going to take the step forward. So bring the toes to the floor, take a nice, lovely, big step. You've got it, finding that little lunge. So from here today, we're going to start working a little into the psoas muscle. What I want us to do is a little different kind of focus. We're going to focus here on the left side into the hip. So by doing a nice deep breath in, we're going to draw in from our core, and we're going to squeeze. And I want you to feel like you're tucking the pelvis under. When you do that, you should already feel the stretch, just squeezing and tucking under, drawing in from your core. You should feel it on the left-hand side. And that is part of the psoas muscle. It kind of attaches to the lower part of the rib, comes all the way down into the glutes and the hips. Really nice one for a good release as well. So from here, keep that squeeze, keep that drawing in of the core. You're welcome to stay here. For me, I already feel it. Inhale. Exhale, you're welcome to sink forward slightly into that front knee, but keep that pelvis tucking under. You're really trying to draw in and lift in the chest. Hands can be on the knee. You're going to feel that quite strongly if you're really working to tuck under. If you want a little extra, you can reach the hands up, breathing in, drop the shoulders down, maybe sink a little more and look up. You can also bring the palms together, draw in from your core, keep tucking under. Notice that the knee's not coming too far. It's not a really soft dip into the knee. It's a lovely tuck of the pelvis. Nice work. Maybe drop the head back. 3, 2, and one. Slowly bring the hands back in. And then from here, we're going to bring the hands onto the knees. And I just want you to lift up, feel like you're sticking the bum out. Give it a little shake and release. It's quite a strong one. The next one we're going to do is just a full lunge, so don't worry about tucking under. It's a different sensation. Inhale. And exhale, bend, the one we normally do. Good. Now you're welcome to stay here, use a wall, hands up, or a little extra option. Might feel too much today, might not be your thing, but I wanted to say eventually we might work to lift that back foot. Maybe you reach back and see if that left hand will come, maybe grab those toes. It might be way too much, don't worry if it is, but just showing you where the pose could go. Maybe we sink and we draw that foot in. If you've got it, option to reach up with that right hand, point your finger and thumb. See if you can keep that balance lifting in the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Let go if you've taken that. Slowly come back out of it. You've got it. We're going to lean forward with the hands, wiggle that front foot back. Come back to your child's pose. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Draw in from your core. Lovely. Breathing in, let's extend that left foot. And again, I'll show you from here. We want the left toes down. We want to drop the left hip down, and we're going to rock, push the heel away. Toes stay on the mat, getting that lovely calf stretch. Nice work. Relax in the face. Relax in the shoulders. Good work. Draw in from your core here. So notice we don't want to be dipping in the belly or the chest. We want the head to be down. We want that nice tall spine we talked about earlier. 3, 2, breathing in and out, and 1 little hold here. Get that lovely release in from the center of the body. Relax the shoulders. You've got it. Little smile. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in. Come back to that neutral position. Lift that left leg. Draw the knee in towards the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, extend. And slowly take that foot forward. Good. Find what you need to do. Use the hand to wiggle and lift up. You've got it. So if you need the wall, whatever it is that will support you, that's fine. This time, remember, we're just finding that lovely lunge. Knees roughly in line with the ankle. And we're turning to face forward. Inhale, draw in. Tuck the ribs in and the core, and then begin to squeeze. Notice me, my tailbone is not sticking out. I'm really tucking. Draw the pelvis forward and keeping my hips forward. Good, relax the shoulders. I've got a little wobble there in my balance. I'm starting to feel that now quite strongly in my right hip. Inhale and exhale. I don't need to do much here as I keep this squeeze. I keep the drawing of my core, lift in the chest, just a little sink forward to get a little deeper. It just takes the smallest movement and you might not even need it. But if you wanted to shift the weight forward slightly, feel that. Hands can be relaxing on the hips, on the knees. Relax the shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. Or you're welcome to reach up. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. Again, drawing in from your core. Keep that tuck under. You should feel that quite strong. Maybe look up if you wanted. Maybe drop the head back, but keep that lovely bit of balance in from the core, tucking that tailbone under. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely release. Stick the bum out. Maybe give it a shake if you can. Inhale and exhale. You've got it. Breathing in. Inhale, take it fully. So we're not tucking under this time. We're just taking a lovely sink forward into that hip. We've been working a little bit on this. You've got the option to stay. Just work here. You can reach up. If you wanted to play a little bit, maybe see how it feels to lift that back foot. It might be too much. You might think, Meg's, absolutely not. So no worries, just showing you. If you wanted, you can reach back with that right hand towards the toes. Maybe draw it in. Maybe reach up with the left pointer finger and thumb, look up. Drop the shoulders down, or just take that lovely little sink. For some of us, again, you might want to double up the mat and slowly release. Good. And come back out of it, straightening that front leg a little and bringing the foot down. Nice work, everyone. Coming back to that tabletop. Inhale and exhale. From here, we're going to find our downward dog. So we're going to make sure that we tuck those back toes. We're going to arch the back into cat. We've done lots of work into the spine at the start of the class on the floor. Should feel okay. Once the toes are tucked and you feel ready, lift those knees up and shift the weight back, sticking your tailbone out. Make sure the knees are bent to start walking the heels down. Inhale and exhale. If you want to take the head side to side, looking under each armpit like you're saying no, or you can get that stretch in the hamstrings for 3. Drop the shoulders down and away from the ears for 2. And breathing, don't hold the breath. And 1, beautiful. Let's stop, hold the pose, draw in from the core. Work the heels towards the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Look forward between the thumb, step or hop. Take the feet hip distance. Unless you're expecting, take them a little wider, fold forward. Inhale, let's come halfway, but just a nice soft one. Relax the hands on the knees. Inhale and exhale. You've got it. We're going to slowly come up and just bring the body to a nice upright position. Little shake out for me. Have a quick drink. We'll take ourselves to our other sequence on this. A little bit standing, a little bit of balance here. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for joining me today in our practice. All right, so from here, let's work a little bit on some of the balances we've been playing with. I thought we'd come back to things we've done before, a few little variations, just so that we can kind of keep that movement, see if we can build and find progress if that's what we want from our practice. So what I want for you to think about today is just working on breathing in and exhaling, dropping the shoulders down, and that lovely movement where we tuck the tailbone, we draw in from the core, right? The reason kind of we started upright was just to focus on that nice length in the spine. So we don't want to be arching back. We don't want to be arching forward. We want that lovely lift. Inhale, tuck, and draw in. Nice work. Good. From here, we're going to see how we can do with our tree pose. So breathing in, exhale, a little bend in the knee, shift the weight over towards the right hand side and draw that left heel over towards the right ankle. Remember, if the hip is dipping, inhale, lift, and then tuck, tailbone under, everything is in from the core, and roll the shoulders up and back and lift. Don't lock the standing leg knee. Welcome to lift here. We want to squeeze and rotate so much that we're getting a nice openness in the hips. Again, a little focus there, and taking that knee wide. Soften in the face. Feel that stretch. The only rule here is if you've lifted the foot, do not press it into the knee. So below the knee or above. Always know you can use a wall. Hold on to a chair or the sofa. If you've got the range of motion, bring it into the inner thigh. But don't become relaxed here. Notice I can either be lifting in my hips and drawing the knee wide and drawing in, or I could be letting that foot push in and I'm chilling. But it's up to you how you want the pose. Inhale, push the inner thigh into the foot and draw that knee wide if you're looking for that little extra depth. Nice. Relax the face. The key to this is to breathe. So any sort of balance, keep your breath steady. Make sure as well that you are looking at something that's not moving and using whatever you need to support you, especially in those early doors. Go easy on yourself with balance. If you fall out of it, just come back. We're going to hold a little longer. Feel the inner arch of that standing leg supporting you, drawing in from your core, squeezing here. Inhale and exhale, drop the shoulders. If you'd like a little side stretch, you're welcome to build that in. Maybe drop that left hand, relax it on top of that left knee, and option to lift up with the right hand. If you're not kind of into the balance, you're over it, bring the foot down and just take a nice little side stretch standing with the feet hip distance apart. Draw the shoulders down. And if you want the side stretch, see how far the body will let you go today. 3, woo, feeling a little wobbly knee, 2, and 1, but focus on the core, focus on squeezing. Bring both hands wide and in. Knee up and down. Well done. Let's shake that out. Inhale and exhale. Let's roll the ankles. Beautiful job. Again, all that alignment we're just focusing on supports you with that lovely, I suppose, stature, kind of getting that healthy spine in place, releasing in these real key areas that can cause us a lot of pain in other spaces. So yeah, hopefully it's feeling good. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, drop them down. Draw in from your core. Remember, tuck that rib in. Lovely focus here, and then bend the knees slightly. Shift the weight over. This time, standing leg is going to be the left. And remember, you do not have to lift the foot. You can begin and stay here, wiggling that right heel over towards the left ankle. If you're dipping in the hip, try your best to inhale, lift, and exhale, tuck. Tailbone under like we just did earlier, getting into that psoas muscle in our lunge. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and lift in the chest, feel tall. Breathing in and out, feel like someone's lifting from the top of the head. Do not lock out ever that standing leg. If you feel comfortable and you haven't already gone there, lift the knee, keep squeezing and rotating, trying to move that knee as far out as you can. Welcome to stay here. In from your core, remember all that focus. Looking at something, your drishti is another word for your gaze in yoga. They're saying to look at something just slightly in front of you, not moving. Once you know what you're doing, just breathe, just take some slow, deep breaths. And if that foot is a little higher, make sure that you're not dipping in the hip. You're pushing that inner thigh in and squeezing out. Wherever you are, if that's enough, come out of that balance. You're going to hold it a little longer. Hands can be on the hips, wherever you like. Deep breath in. If you come to a more standing position and you want to try that little side bend, you can. Or if you stayed in that tree pose, inhale, drop the right hand. And everybody join me in the arms. Relax the shoulders down. Maybe take just the slightest little bend. You can see we kind of building up to this little bit more of a side bend. A little bit more advanced, I suppose, variation of our tree pose. Draw in from the core, focus in the forehead. 3, keep that lift. 2, and 1. Whoa, I think I'm gonna lose it. Little wobble. Hands come out. Slowly bring the knee up and down. Well done. Shake it out. Little circles with the ankles. Inhale and exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Well done. From here, let's bring the feet hip distance again. We're going to take that lovely one that a lot of people say you look like a flamingo, but it's preparation for a pose called flying pigeon. I love this one. I think it's really healthy to get into the glutes. Feels really, really good in that back body. Again, when we practice, use the wall, use a chair, sorry, not a tree, use a chair if you need it, or play with it. Inhale. Little bend in the knees, we shift the weight. Right legs are standing like we're gonna lift the left and we're gonna drop the knee wide. See if you can rest that left ankle on top of the left knee and then shift it away. Again, you can hold a wall. If this is way too much, just cross the foot over and bend forward, sticking your tailbone out. If you wanna play with the balance, lift it up, let that knee drop out. Palms come together and just see if you've got that balance. Leaning forward with the chest, you can lift those elbows up, feel that stretch in the glute. Breathing in and breathing out. Work the tailbone away from you. Feel that stretch. If you want to move and bring the hands forward and grab the ankle, you can. Otherwise, just stay. 3, relax. 2, look down, get that nice relaxed neck. And 1, slowly see if you can hold that balance. Can you lift the knee and bring it down? Again, nice little shake out. Nice work, everyone. Again, remember, balance is different every day, every different part of the day, based on what you've eaten, the time of the month for us women, menopause, all of it. It's all different. So go easy and just know that taking time to practice balance is really a nice check-in for you as well. And like, how are you? Where is your balance? And you know, I just feel like if we didn't come to the mat at least once in a while, we wouldn't always know where our bodies are at. So notice if one side's easier than the other, just go easy, and if you fall out, come back to it. All right, inhale and exhale, little bend. Let's shift the weight over. Your standing leg's going to be the left. Lift up and draw that knee out. We're shifting that ankle away. Remember, as the knee draws out, you stick your bum out. Palms come together to the chest, thumbs to the sternum. Maybe lift those elbows and lean forward. Again, if it's way too much to lift the foot, just cross it over. Lean forward slightly or hold onto your wall. Nice work. Find that stretch. If you wanted to reach the floor or the ankle, you can. Any other variation, you know. If you know flying pigeon, go for it. That's quite a big arm balance. For 4, for 3, for 2, relax the neck, and 1, slowly come up. See if you can keep the balance and down. Nice work. And we're going to take a lovely little side stretch, so feet hip distance, inhale, and exhale through the mouth. And take our left foot, we're going to bring it behind our right. We're going to reach the hands up, we're going to link the thumbs, so arms come up, link the thumbs, and see if you can reach the body as far as feels comfortable towards the left hand side. So really find that stretch, relax the shoulders down. We're going to feel like you're breathing into that left side rib. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, relax the forehead, the face, the jaw. Oh, feel that stretch, feeling good to me today. Inhale, come back and slowly bring the hands down. Bend a little in the knees and switch sides. Breathing in. Exhale, a little bend. Let's bring the right foot towards the left-hand side. It can be really small or really big movement, up to you. If the balance feels strange, just bring the feet back to a bit of hip distance. Reaching the arms up, linking the thumbs, inhale, and exhale, taking that lovely side stretch. So you're pushing that right hip over towards the right side, dropping the shoulders down. The neck goes wherever feels comfortable, shoulders drop. Feel that lovely arch, breathing into that left rib. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, relax the face, and exhale. Breathing in, use your core, come back to center, and unravel that pose. Beautiful. We're gonna roll the shoulders up and back. This time, roll the hands up, reach towards the ceiling and down. And really give it a lovely roll. If you want, we're gonna bend the knees. We're gonna inhale, reach either side of those legs and up. Just take a nice stretch, releasing here in those shoulders. Maybe take a little back bend if it feels good for you tonight or this morning, wherever you're doing the practice. For 4, breathing in for 3, for 2, and last one, reaching up and down. We're going to bend the knees, bring the hands forward, come down into your tabletop position. Breathe in, exhale through the mouth, and sink down, slowly bringing ourselves back to a nice upright position, similar to where we began. Awesome. Get yourself comfy, grab a quick drink, notice if the body feels nice and stretched, or if there's anywhere else that you feel you need to work. Take a few more stretches and find our Shavasana. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth for me, nice and tall. Breathing in, find that nice tall posture. Exhale. Breathing in, exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale and exhale. Drop the shoulders down. And take that right ear to the right shoulder. Breathing in, bring the head back to center. Inhale. As you exhale, take the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. And just take it side to side at your own pace. Close your eyes, trying your best as you do so to drop both shoulders down. Remembering that as you do this, you want to keep your posture tall by drawing in. Take it as slow or as quick as you need it, just to get that lovely little release in that neck and shoulder. space we hold so much of our worries, weight of the world on our shoulders, that lovely little phrase. Trying to let that little bit of weight release. Next time the head's back to center, breathe in and exhale. Just let the shoulders draw down. We're going to take little half circles. Draw the chin towards the chest again. Posture tall, in from your core. And rotate the ear towards the shoulder and back to center. Ear to shoulder and back to center. Breathing in and out. Feeling that little bit of release. If you know that your neck is healthy enough, maybe take a full circle if you like. And I would suggest by looking up rather than dropping the neck all the way back. But if the range of motion feels okay to drop back, go for it. But I would definitely start by looking up. Taking it in one direction to start. And when the chin comes back to center, maybe drawing it the other direction. Looking up. Trying not to find an arch in the body again. Listen to the spine. Nice and tall if you can. 3, 2, and 1. Head comes back to center, slowly looking up. Well done. And with a little focus today of letting go of stress and tension, we've kind of focused a little bit of work in the hips and the spine. I'm just going to invite you to take that lovely face massage sitting upright before we find our Shavasana, a little more traditionally. So sit tall for us and find your pointer finger and your middle finger and just begin to bring it in between the eyebrows, kind of top of the nose, and we're going to just draw our fingers. Don't be afraid to create a little extra push here, just moving around the eyebrow line and then maybe taking it a little higher. Close the eyes when you're ready and just trust you know what you're doing. Inhale and exhale. As we kind of move through a change of season, we often get little headaches, changes of weather. Lots of us kind of battling little illnesses at the moment. So just take a moment to use the hands to give yourself that own little release. Next time you get the hands to the temples, take 3 or more circles. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Draw the hands down the jaw. Lovely. Doing it again however feels best. Drawing the hands up, around the brow line. 1, 2, 3, down, maybe to remind you to release in that jaw. Taking it however you like, maybe sticking to the temples. And your final option here is if you have any sinus pain, again, you can trace under the eye, into the cheekbone, and move that direction as well. Just trying to get that lovely little bit of time out to release and relax. Maybe taking circles down the jawline. Don't be afraid to just follow your intuition. What feels good in the skin? What feels good for you in the jaw, in the face? Finding any last movement in the face that will help you relax and release. Inhaling and exhaling. Finishing that wherever feels good to you and finding from here your lovely Shavasana or relaxation pose. So you can sit on a chair, you can lie back on a sofa, you can get back into bed, or you can sit upright. You can lie down on your mat, have your legs extended, knees bent, whatever suits you. Just make sure you remember that the body temperature will often drop, so have something a little warmer if your space is a little bit cooler as kind of your temperature drops. And maybe even, I love using an eye pillow, or if I don't have one, just putting a top or a jumper or a blanket over my eyes just to create that little pressure and release, closing off the sense of sight just a little extra. Just a small little tip if that feels good to you. And as you begin to relax and rest, I want you to notice that I chose today not to use any music. I thought it would just change up the way in which we practice and just allow you to tap into the calm, quiet space around you. Begin to just melt. Allow the shoulders to sink into the floor. Allow, or if you're upright, just sink further away from the ears. And I just want you to allow yourself to let the whole of the body feel calm. Begin to let everything sink, releasing any tension, any tightness, anything at all you're holding in the body. And I suppose the idea of the lack of music in this class is just a little reminder that sometimes we can embrace the silence. Sometimes we can embrace just the sounds around us. And we can move just as mindfully with or without it. I'm somebody who often has a tendency to fill silence. I know you're all surprised. I can talk, can't I? But I think it's important sometimes just to sit in the quiet, just relax, feel the body melt, begin to tap into anything that you can hear around you. Whatever space you're practicing in, can you hear the people in the other rooms around you? Can you just be fully present in this moment? Can you maybe hear the noises if you live near a street? Can you hear complete and utter silence? Maybe something's cooking. Maybe there's giggles in another room. Maybe the TV's on, someone's listening. Whatever it is, I invite you just to soak up the beauty in those little creature comforts, the sound of home, the sound of your safe place. Whatever it is, just embrace it. Breathing in and slowly, slowly breathing out. And sending you off with a lovely little phrase, something I've used before, just a little mindful wish. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you ride the waves of your life, knowing that you have everything inside of you to tackle the tough stuff. May you be happy. May you be healthy. And may you ride the waves of your life. With that said, I'll invite you just to take time in silence now. Stay a little longer in Shavasana as long as you like. Maybe finding a lovely, peaceful space to rest, relax, fall asleep, or continue your meditation. And if the mind wanders and you're looking to bring it back to a little happy state, just go back to your favorite place in nature and get lost in all of the sensory experiences you can have there. Wishing you light and love as you move ahead. Thanks for joining me on this lovely stretch, whether you do it on Sunday time or not, no worries. But thank you, and I wish you well. Lots of love, deep breaths, and take care of yourself this week, refilling that cup and really embracing the changes in our seasons.